My name is Jad Jabber.
My name is Fabrice Gradidge.
We chose Hurricane Katrina for our project. Hurricane Katrina, the name of a Category 5 hurricane, was inordinately destructive and would lead to 1,836 casualties. It took place on August 23, 2005, and Katrina's aftermath caused $125 billion of collateral damage to the surrounding cities. The peak and most destructive form of this hurricane did not come out of thin air. It was a merge of a tropical wave and a part of the Tropical Depression 10. Two vicious natural disasters combined and created this monster. It picked up speed and gained the title Category 5 as it hit Florida.
The combination of powerful waves and storm surges hit the coastline of New Orleans, which made the levee system quickly destroyed and underwater. Strong waves rapidly destroyed the levee system, and by August 29th, 20% of the city was underwater. New Orleans Mayor Ray Nagin had ordered a mandatory evacuation of the city, which allowed an estimated 1.2 million civilians to leave before the storm hit. Although a great number of the people were able to evacuate the city, tens of thousands of residents were unable to evacuate. As a result, many were stuck on house roofs and on top of high elevation locations such as the New Orleans Convention Center and the Louisiana Superdome. By August 30th, 80% of New Orleans was underwater with depths as deep as 15 feet. Agencies found themselves unable to respond because their own headquarters and control centers were 20 feet underwater. On August 31st, the first wave of evacuees arrived at the Red Cross shelter at the Houston Astrodome, 450 miles away from New Orleans. Tens of thousands remained in the city, and on September 1st, an estimated 30,000 people are seeking shelter under the damaged roof of the Superdome, and 25,000 had gathered at the convention center. Temperatures are reaching 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and the absence of basic sanitation and bacteria-rich floodwaters created a public health emergency. It was not until September 2nd that an effective military presence was established in the city and National Guard troops mobilized to distribute food and water. On September 6th, police estimated fewer than 10,000 residents left in New Orleans, and when recovery began, many countries offered their support, such as Canada and Mexico, who deployed troops to the Gulf Coast to clean up and rebuild. The United States Army Corps of Engineers pumped out the loss of the floodwater on October 11, 2005. The population of New Orleans fell by 29% between 2005 and 2011. $15 billion in federal funds were used to increase the heights of the eastern berms and upgrade floodwaters and floodgates. 800,000 housing units were destroyed. 1,800 people lost their lives as a result of Hurricane Katrina. 15,000 in Louisiana, 230 in Mississippi, 14 in Florida, and damage was estimated over $160 billion.
Comparisons to the tsunami of 2004. The Boxing Day tsunami in Indonesia was the most costly natural disaster to ever come into place. It killed over 230,000 people in the Indonesian coast of Sumatra. It happened on December 26, 2004. Both Hurricane Katrina and the Boxing Day tsunami were tragic events, but the aftermath of the Boxing Day tsunami far trumped what Hurricane Katrina would amount to. While Katrina hit 3 states and covered 90,000 square miles, Boxing Day would hit 13 countries, the worst being Indonesia. An environmental impact of the tsunami was farmlands being ruined by salt water. 8 million liters of oil escaped from oil plants, mangrove forests along the coast were destroyed, and also coral reefs and coastal wetlands were damaged. Analysis estimated that 7 million gallons of oil spilled throughout the region, and while the U.S. Coast Guard says the oil has been naturally dispersed, environmentalists still further investigate. In all, both of these natural disasters cause great harm on what we call home, and we must further prepare for what is yet to come. The reparations were extensive in both cases.